Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chorizo Bros. Joseph back at it again with Brandon.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about another sequel, which we haven't done in a minute since Drunken Master.
Yeah, Drunken Master was enjoyable. That was good.
Part 2.
Yeah.
What are we talking about today?
Blade 2.
Blade 2. We did our other Blade video. That was so much fun,
I
dude.
was here for the first Blade. I enjoyed that. I think I will enjoy this one. It's actually my more favorable of the Blades.
I think I might enjoy this one a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more, but still good. Good old fun.
Yeah, good old fun. That's all it needs to be.
Good old fun.
The thing about 2002's Blade 2 is you're either here for it or you're not.
Yeah.
You know, if you can't get behind just the fact that we're just having fun with vampires, it's not for you.
It was a time of vampires. You know, there's not that many vampire movies anymore.
That's true.
And
changed.
This was action vampires. Now there's like
Romantic vampires.
That's been the thing for the past like 10.
I don't know.
15
It goes
years.
back and forth because vampires have that weird allure about them where you could kind of do both. You can do the sci-fi fun action vampire, and you can also do the interview with the vampire where they're
true.
just sad and bisexual.
So what was the in between Twilight? A little action, a little gayness, a little that was awful.
When they come out looking like models.
Yeah, they look like models,
the sad
but they're
bisexual
deadly.
and they're sparkly.
They're sparkly. Yeah. God. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, did Twilight came out after this, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't really know. I'm not. The Twilight thing happened. It was a flash in the pan, I think. As far as long term, it's like okay, whatever. Like, does anybody give a shit about it anymore?
No, I don't think so.
You think because teens were like tweens
I
were
think
reading
people
it, and
look
then you go,
back
whatever.
on it and they're either ashamed of it or it's like a guilty pleasure.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because they look back and they're like, "Fuck, Jesus,
I can't believe I like this.
believe I like that."
Yeah.
They're like either ashamed or they're like, "I don't care. I know it's bad." Like talking to Michaela, she says that she enjoys a little bit of Twilight, but it's not the
See, but being able to look at it and go, whatever, it's a guilty pleasure. It's fine. We're not here to knock stuff that's written for teenagers, by the way, because Blade 2 is very much kind of like the male version of it. It's not like we're grown ass people watching this going, "Oh God, I fucking love Blade," or was it like teenage boys looking at this shit and being like,
"This
"That's
is badass, badass."
Daywalkers.
Yeah. Then divorced dads love this film.
Yeah. Divorced dads love this movie.
They're like Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson's in it.
Fucking love this.
Ron
movie.
Perlman. All right, let's get into it, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I honestly don't even want to do because you know what we normally do is we rate it.
The
whatever.
rating, yeah.
Let's just talk about it.
Yeah, let's
'Cause
just
it's
talk
just
about
whatever.
it.
Fuck
Yeah.
that shit. I honestly, I'm kind of tired of doing that. I think discovering how we like it and if we don't like it, is more fun through the conversation than it is to just be like, oh, I have to gear up to defend myself, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
No.
2002. So this was after The Matrix, which is weird because Blade 1 was before The Matrix, and it really influenced The Matrix, even though The Matrix got a lot of the credit for rave music and being in movies and the black leather and the kung fu fighting style and whatever. So Blade 2 is after The Matrix, and they kind of seem to like both be influenced by one another.
Definitely. Long trench coats, sunglasses
Inside. Yeah.
like
Conspiracies
under, government and control stuff. Very much.
They're very similar to
feeling.
each other.
I think in the first one, it seemed more like technology based.
Yes, it's very more
in the first one. Internet technology is the future when it comes to vampires. And kind of the same with The Matrix.
The Matrix.
It was very influential, I think, to the remainder of The Matrix.
I think
The first Blade.
They do seem to kind of be influencing one another. And I'll say this, man. I think that Wesley Snipes as Blade is far more interesting than Neo. As much as I am a fan of Keanu Reeves, I like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
But man, Wesley Snipes as Blade specifically, I think he's just cool. Period. But as
cool.
Blade, I'm like, dude, this guy can say the dumbest shit, and unironically just have fun being cool about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what was the line that I really liked in the last one in Blade 1?
Oh God.
Where he goes, what Well, there's a couple that I liked where he's like, "Motherfucker, you out of your goddamn mind?"
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
And then the other one was some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are all trying to ice skate uphill.
I loved it, dude.
There was a little less of that in this one.
Yeah, that
There
sucked.
Was,
That fucking
because the director
sucked.
changed. He was like, let's take it a little more
Yeah,
serious.
Del Toro was like, "We're not doing that." Not
Yeah,
in
Del
this
Toro's
one.
not one for the most ridiculous lines you could possibly put on film.
It was a mistake, man.
It was-
That's one of the faults of this movie. Is there's
No,
not a couple lines that like
He
stick out.
let Ron Perlman say some lines that were like,
Do you blush? Can you blush? Didn't he say something like that?
Yeah.
You're like, "Eee."
that are like a little reminiscent of Blade 1.
Yeah.
But he didn't have Blade do that. He had Ron Perlman. And
Well, Blade's more pissed off in this story also.
yeah.
He's not having as much fun. The character himself is not having as much
He's
fun.
having to work with people. Blade doesn't work well with people.
Yeah, he's having to work with the enemy.
Yeah.
And then having this kind of weird father-son kind of issue with Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson.
Yeah.
And then this weird love thing with a vampire.
I thought you were about to
There's
say Chris Christopherson.
a weird love thing with Chris Christopherson.
You know, the old Chris Christopherson.
Yeah, he's better. He's funnier.
Releases him from the blood vat, and he's
What
like,
is he-
"Ooh, old man."
He does. In goo.
Yeah.
Oh, look, another Matrix thing. Another thing suspended in goo.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But that was influencing after. Because
Yeah.
that was,
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
That, and then Del Toro does that in Hellboy with the fish man in the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, so like this, he's got kind of things that he goes back to, like visual callbacks. And there's a couple of Hellboy references. Not just that he uses the same actors.
He uses a lot of the same actors.
Yeah,
a lot
Norman Reedus, or was it Scud? What did he go by, Norman Reedus, in this?
Oh.
He's like, "Oh man, they call me Scud," or whatever.
Yes, the guy from Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was wearing a BPRD shirt, and that's like the CIA for Hellboy. Like the group is called the BPRD, and he's wearing a BPRD shirt.
He is, really?
Yeah.
I gotta
So
check that.
it's a shout out to Hellboy before he worked on Hellboy.
Wow.
So this is kind of already been in there. He'd
That's
been already
great.
thinking about this stuff.
Maybe stuff was already in the works because Blade 1, Hellboy 1 was 03? Was it 03 or
Hellboy 1 was 2004.
04? So 2 years after this.
Yeah, so
And you gotta-
he was already probably thinking about
And you
it.
got
And then he got
think how
Ron Perlman.
much the production was and how, Hellboy 2 was, Hellboy 1 was fucking phenomenal. I love that film as far as...
Dude,
like,
I don't know anyone that had watched Blade and didn't think it was a fucking cool action movie.
Yeah. No, but I'm talking to like Hellboy leading up to that. 2 years of production. He's probably already had this in his mind. Like you said.
I would imagine Guillermo Del Toro
he might
read
have even got the
Hellboy
contract by then. Cause
You think so?
I wonder how long it takes to film one of his films. He does a lot.
Because it would have been
He does a
it would have been
lot
right
of-
around the corner, right? So he would have just come off doing this, had it all in the works, like you said, and then because they would have had to buy all the shit, start all the building everything,
Start all the
and-
building,
and then the filming itself.
Yeah,
So yeah, you're right. They probably were already thinking about it.
like already thinking about it. Wow, that's crazy that he's wearing that shirt. What if he they already started this film and then production company was like, all right, we got you the rights to it. And he's like, put that shirt on that guy because we're about to do this movie next.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, I can
Like,
imagine.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
People in the business work together a lot. Mm-hmm. So this is kind of weird. This is going off a little bit of a tangent here. But I know you're
Okay.
here for it because
Okay.
we both know this, and I've talked to you about this, and I've showed you me fucking around with this stupid game that the walking sim where it's Norman Reedus hauling around a bunch of shit. It's called
Yes,
Death Stranding.
Death Strand, yes.
And we
my
both,
God.
I think we both watched Conan O'Brien play it.
Yes. It's a
Clueless
delivery.
Gamer.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a delivery service.
Yeah. So Guillermo Del Toro's in that movie or in that video game.
Yes, he does.
He's one of the characters that you can, I guess, communicate with, or he like gives him the baby, doesn't he?
He
In the goo?
Yeah, he comes out in the second one. Also.
Oh, is he in the second one also?
Yeah, he's also
he's
in
like
the
the
second.
one that like creates the baby, or I don't know. That
That is,
story didn't make any sense to me. So Guillermo del Toro plays a character in Death Stranding. He's like a character you can meet, and you play as Norman Reedus. So they both worked on Blade
Yeah.
2.
God, that's...
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's strange.
Crazy callbacks on films and things
Yeah.
that people work. I was trying to think of something else that I had just recently seen that like people had worked together and then came back later on, and it's just like the directors or production team. They just know that these people work well together, or it's just easy, or stuff like HBO. They kind of reuse their actors. Like, hey, you were in that last show. We'll bring you on to this next show.
Yeah, I'm about it. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that
they kind of do that. But Del Toro definitely does use. He's used Ron Perlman. He also did the Pacific Rim films. He used Ron Perlman again in the first Pacific Rim.
I haven't seen Pacific Rim in a long time.
He brought him out.
Well, honestly, straight up, I mean, not to bash on Del Toro, but that's like one of his weaker films in my opinion.
It's one of his weaker.
I mean, dude, Pan's Labyrinth is like up there.
Yeah. Ron Perlman.
I like a bleak
one of the
story.
first films that I ever saw him with Guillermo Del Toro. This wasn't the first time he actually used him. He used him in this movie called Kronos.
I feel like I saw.
It
I
was
feel
about
I saw
this
that on
like
fucking Prime Video.
this like
recently or
gold
something.
scarab that like punctures into you and it like sucks your blood. This very vampiric. He's had his thing about vampires for a long time.
He's got a thing for vampires,
and it gives you like eternal life. It gives you like longevity, like long life, as it sucks your blood. This like scarab, this like golden.
You said Ron Perlman is. In this?
Ron Perlman also comes in that movie, and this I think
when did that come out? Was it 90s?
I think it was 90s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds cool.
92.
Okay, yeah. Let me see. Dude, I've definitely seen that.
It's got good reviews. Oh, it's got.
I've
fucking
definitely
great
seen
reviews.
that movie poster before.
Yeah,
So, yeah, man, like there's something uniquely creative wise, very uniquely visual about this. It's something that he gets a little bit more, you know, when Del Toro's been working for a while, you can kind of see his style a little bit more. But this definitely has the trappings of a Del Toro piece. I think if I saw this not knowing it was him, I would be able to guess that it was him
yeah.
through just visuals, through style, that kind of thing. It's all very like it speaks to him.
Through actors alone.
Monsters.
Through actors alone. Yeah, monster design.
Yeah.
The cutting open scene of that guy.
Oh, when they do the vivisection on him or whatever?
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
dude.
that like part is like wanting to eat. That is like directly. He uses the same type of stuff in Hellboy, where that like tentacle thing wants to like lamp on, and yeah, that's
There's something kind of like that visual isn't unique to Del Toro.
cheese to Turtle.
And Snipes.
Yeah, what the Sneeps.
The Sneeps. Donnie Yen is in this. And we just... Did you plan that?
No.
Because we had a conversation on our Legend of Drunken Master 2
the Drunken Master.
Episode. We talked about some of the martial arts heroes. Donnie Yen is up there. He's great. And he's just a guy in this. But he's also worked in the fight choreography for the movie.
Yeah.
Which is awesome because we got to talk about Ip Man.
Yes.
We should do Ip Man.
We should definitely do it, man. The actors that came out in this, and Donnie Yen is just one of them that Guillermo Del Toro uses. But this is just, this is, you said 2002?
2002, yeah.
Yeah, this is well before any Western, like, knowledge of this actor. Like, this is the first, like, I think
I forgot he was in this. And I've seen this movie multiple times.
And he has, like, a very small role.
Yeah, his role is kind of a... it's almost like a cameo for the Chinese out there.
I want to say it's a little of he's like a stereotype or like a token.
Yes, there's
Asian
that vibe.
guy.
There is that vibe to it
because they don't give him like Donnie Yen is Chinese,
right?
They don't directly say what race he is.
I think there's a Japanese character on his armor.
Yes,
or
they give him more like katana type weapons, which is just 2002.
It wouldn't matter now.
It would.
You're casting an actor.
Hey, they would still probably do it now, but back then it just felt of how little they had him. like almost no lines.
Oh no, because
I don't think they
being Chinese is part of his identity. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's like knowing like Jackie Chan. Like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna. If they made him
He was
Japanese,
so-
you'd be like, come on now.
He was so unknown that they just had him in like in a role, and they put. But I still, the very little fight scene that they had him, he shows off what he's got. He's like,
Yeah. His fight scene's great.
Yeah.
They honestly should have utilized him a little bit more. And that's kind of a bummer in some of this where this movie's not perfect.
no,
And there's things that I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of, and some decisions that I'm like, why did they choose that? Except that they have the technology to do it now, because it's a little too obvious to my modern eyes, seeing when they shift from actual fighting to like the CG.
yes, back then
It didn't look bad.
No, but now it is known.
Glaring.
I don't know if you like looked it up. That is one of the less like well-known CGI fight scenes. It is like awful. Like
It's weirdly, when I was watching, I was like, I don't know, why do they look like floppy? You know,
They're like-
it's not just that it looks digital. They look like
they're
not
like
human.
what's that guy?
They're too
Gumby.
bendy.
What was it?
Yeah, Gumby.
They-
They look. You know what
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
yes.
They look rubbery. They look
Yes.
almost. And that was probably a design choice to make it look
It looks like
they're flowing a little bit more.
like Mr. Fantastic.
But you can tell too much.
Yeah. Mostly it was like they didn't have the capture down, and you can tell they weren't even trying to do body capture technology. It looks
Oh right, with the ping pong ball.
Yeah,
things?
it looks like you didn't even know what a structure of a human spine was, or how like the bone structure of a body moves.
Yeah,
it was,
what was the
it
most-
was like yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, bro, apparently you don't know people have spines and they're not supposed to like backflip like that.
Yeah, it's yeah, and I remember even back then, it looked cool. Like if you played a video game and the characters look like, you'd be like,
yeah.
it looks badass. But like even back then, I remember
I
being
don't know
like,
when our CRT.
my go-to and why I loved the fight scenes in Legend of Drunken Master as like my top one is because it's not so much editing. Like I kept going on about how it's like
that's
perfectly
just
edited.
masterful
This is, like,
choreography.
it's just the choreography is good.
Yeah.
And they just did it over and over to like make it look like that. But this, like the cuts are bad. They're almost like lazily, the fight scenes specifically.
Yeah.
And they're not shot in a way that like. Imagine if we watch this and the story doesn't really fucking matter. It's an excuse to have fight scenes and shooting vampires, right? But imagine if they had the action director of Drunken Master do the fight scenes of this.
yeah.
I would have been like, whoa, that's fucking badass. And instead, some of the action scenes are a little bit weak. The hand-to-hand stuff at least. Because the rest of it's like guns and shit. It's like whatever.
Yeah, I think the best fight scenes are between, and these are the scenes that I don't see any CGI, is between the main villain. What was his name? Get his name. He's a guy that also comes out in Hellboy 2. He reuses.
You're talking about the
vampire dude.
the son?
Yeah, the son. He reuses him as the elf son in the second Hellboy.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize.
Yeah, same
'Cause
act.
they've got a lot of makeup on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
He
cool.
looks almost similar. He's fucking
it's the
pale
same
white.
concept.
Yeah.
The almost marbly kind of looking skin.
That guy looks great in that. Yeah, those fight scenes between him and Blade were like, no, CGI was just
I do want to say this
great,
too.
choreography. And those were probably the better fight scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are probably the better ones. But when he's attacked by those ninjas, that famous little with the flat was like those headlights in the
Oh,
back,
and
those stage
goggles.
lights, yeah, and the
I mean, it's cool.
It's cool
looking.
until you start seeing them
The
like
flopping
around.
Yeah.
Another vampire guy that they used from Underworld. So going back to like this is right before Underworld, and then back
Yeah. When did Underworld come out?
early 2000s. I can't
So it must have been like right around this.
Right after this, because
Underworld was werewolves and vampires.
And vampire.
And it had what? Kate Beckinsale? Dude, Kate Beckinsale.
Gosh, Kate Beckinsale.
But those movies were kind of dumb.
First one was 03. But the...
they made a bunch of those, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. They made like...
They made like 5 of them or something. I don't know. It's 30% on Rotten Tomatoes.
30%. Yeah. How many vampire movies have good ratings? Where is this guy? He's got to be somewhere.
I don't know.
Michael Sheen comes out of that, but in the second Underworld, there's no. One of the vampire guys comes out in the Underworld series as like a vampire lord, and he's a minor vampire. In this film, gets killed, in the neck.
Was it Priest?
I think it was.
Is he the one that looks like the guy from Rush?
He's red haired.
You know what I'm talking about? Geddy Lee. He looks like Geddy Lee.
Oh,
Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah,
I don't know the actor's name, but
fly by night away, my dear.
I was listening to Rush on the way to work the other day. I was like, damn, dude, what a great band.
I fucking love Rush.
Dude, Rush is good.
Rush is so good.
Rush is good. I used to make fun of them growing up because my dad my dad only had a handful of tapes.
Yeah.
And we would drive around, he'd pop a tape in, and it was like Doobie Brothers, Rush, Led Zeppelin.
All those bands you hated before, now you're like,
and now I'm like,
fuck with those.
Now I fuck with all those bands, dude. I saw Doobie Brothers in concert. But yeah, I used to tell him like, dude, why does this guy sound like an elf? Because
one of my dad's friends would be like, man, I love all these bands and everything. My dad's like, man, check out Rush. And he's like, no, the lead singer sounds like a chick.
Yeah. Well, so does Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, I don't know. He liked Led Zeppelin, but he didn't like Rush.
Yeah, I'm like, he sounds like a chick.
Yeah.
But no, overall, dude, I had such a good time watching this movie. But it's so dumb. Tell me, okay, I was thinking about this. I'm looking at I forget his name, but like the vampire son, the main villain. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, first off, his design is crazy because I looked at it.
He's a hobo.
Well, they didn't even make it. The costume designer didn't even make it look like a real hobo. It looked like if I went to Spirit Halloween and got like a hobo outfit, that's what you would get. It didn't look like somebody that lives on the streets. It looked like here's generic.
It looks like
here's generic.
No,
hobo.
it looked like H&M, like the new line, the hobo line.
Right.
Like
it looked too clean,
stylish, but hobo.
I would have expected it to have like splotches,
urban, but
and
stylish.
It looked. I was like, it looks like it's trying too hard. It's trying to be like a sexy scarecrow or something.
Yeah.
I didn't like the look.
And then sexy scarecrow.
Yeah, sexy scarecrow. But then I was like, okay. I even thought because
like
I watched
the Wiz Scarecrow or
less sexy, like the Batman Scarecrow.
Okay. Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy. Say what you will about Cillian Murphy. He's not sexy.
He's not the sexiest man.
No, he's not gonna be. He's never been the sexiest man in the room.
He looks like that ant from the Ants movie.
Oh. He does look like that. Yeah. Holy shit.
God.
That's crazy. So I was thinking about this.
Poor Scarecrow man.
I just watched this movie last night. Mm-hmm. And I thought, I'm going to ask Brandon, what is the vampire, our main bad guy's motivation? What's his motivation?
I couldn't to upset his Fasha.
Is that all it was?
So as far as I knew, what his dad was trying to make the perfect like clone species, perfect vampire, to be resilient against like the sun and everything else. And I guess his son was like the first creation.
So he gave him a ring.
Yeah.
And cast him out.
Yeah.
Why cast him out if you're going to give him a ring?
Yeah.
Why give him a ring if you're going to cast him out?
It's true.
Dude, I was like, so he was trying to show him, but I still care about you, son.
I don't know if he was cast out because he started eating a bunch of vampires, or if he just cast him out because he looked ugly. But the dad looks ugly as fuck. The dad is like...
No, it wasn't because of how he looked. There's no... he's just like, what? So he was...
Maybe it was because he was a failure. I think the dad was like, oh, he's not like the perfect...
So he didn't... So the dad let him out, knowing that he was going to... You saw all the science fiction-y stuff that was going on there. They were doing some serious medical experiments.
Yeah.
So you're telling me this guy, they found out it's a virus. They know it's a virus. That's not anything new to this world.
Yeah.
So they found out that he bites somebody, drinks the blood, and then it turns, instead of killing the victim, it turns them into one of these things.
I don't know if they knew that before. I don't know if they knew that before.
But so they let him out without thinking we should maybe run some tests. We have all this equipment.
Vampire.
No, we have all this equipment.
We have all this equipment.
We're trying to clone the perfect one. This one can be like a cancer. Just get rid of it.
He basically has cancer, right?
It doesn't make any sense, Brandon.
Is this alopecia?
The second you start, Will Smith walks in here and smacks you. So the second you start asking a couple of questions, you're like, what is even happening? Which is not the point of Blade.
I think Jada Pinkett could do a better job of the main vampire.
Dude, what if instead of the love interest that we had, it was Jada Pinkett Smith and Wesley Snipes? Oh.
You see, but Jada Pinkett back then. That was Jada Pinkett back then. She looked really good back then.
She still looks very nice.
Jada
Pinkett, I think, is quite attractive.
I think she's lost it all. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, now we're gonna hear Will Smith stop in
just
here.
stop in here,
Mr. Smith. I was saying she looked nice. I don't know what Brandon's going.
I mean,
about.
God, you're just talking about Matrix now. You're just.
Oh, dude, she had those little fucking.
You just said
she had those Hershey's Kisses.
Hershey's Kisses.
I don't remember but I remember her haircut
Yeah.
looked stupid. And she was in a game, wasn't she?
She was in the suit. Yeah, and
she was in a game. She was in the fucking Matrix video game.
Yeah. You can walk around in her little like pantsuit,
So
her like leather,
stupid.
like.
She's like, I should have been in Blade. No, but the motivations in this don't make any sense.
No.
Blade legitimately would not. I mean, I know there's that kind of throwaway scene where it's like, yeah, it was so easy to recruit you, and he's like, oh, I got all this Semtex on me. But like, he would never work with these things. He would never work with them, dude.
Yeah, it's a.
They would have had to have maybe if they opened it up with, we have Chris Christopherson.
Yeah,
we're holding on to him.
I guess they were saying like,
we'll give him to you if you
once they eat all the vampires,
if you help us with this,
they're gonna kill all the humans, and he's like, all right, motherfucker.
Yeah. But like, that's what they should have done. I think his motivation would have at least made sense because they're like, okay, I'm only doing this to save Chris Christopherson. I'm like, that's his weakness, right?
Yeah.
Like, who wrote this? David S. Goyer? Come on, man. He made some good movies, but he made some shitty movies too.
I think I don't know who wrote the script for it.
I think it's David S. Goyer.
Yeah.
He did Batman v Superman. I think.
Really?
I think so.
Really?
Editing Joseph, tell me if I'm wrong right here, but I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so like, instead we get this weird like, oh, we got to have Chris Christopherson here, so they like make him part of the team again, and you go, okay, that's cool, but like, wouldn't it have been better if there was like, I want to talk to him, and then he's like, okay, and then they send him a video of he's like, get me out of here, and then he's like, okay, all right, I'll help you guys, and then but you got to give me him.
Yeah. How many Del Toro films prior to this, like I'm talking about like dated before this film, have you seen?
Dated before this?
Yeah,
or
like
that I saw before Blade 2?
Like ones before this one, like.
Oh, I wouldn't remember. I mean, I must have been a teenager when this came out.
Yeah.
Or middle school. So
like definitely I was not even born when Kronos was came out. I think it was 92.
What's the point of the question though? What are you trying to figure out?
No. His he definitely took a while for his directing, even if he wasn't writing Del Toro, to like get like a real. I think this was like the real becomings of him, leading up to like becoming a huge like director,
A household name.
of a household name. This was him putting his mark on like these films and like getting his style.
Yeah, again,
really.
you're not watching this for the writing. You're watching it to watch the monsters and shit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're watching it.
we're just having a conversation. I
Yeah.
still love this movie.
Oh, I still love this movie.
I still love this movie.
I'll
I'll talk shit about it all day,
I
but
love
I-
this.
but I love
no. The
I'm not.
the writing goes nowhere. And to be honest, Kronos, it was
Because the writing goes nowhere.
well,
Yeah.
it was good. It was entertaining, but there was a lot of loopholes where you could say that
It just doesn't make
that
sense.
the old man could have done other things. And if you had seen Kronos, he did some other films too. There's this one.
I'm gonna watch Cronus.
Kronos is good. There's another one called The Devil's Backbone that he did.
What's that one about?
It's about like a old church in Mexico. A lot of his earlier films are take place in Mexico.
Interesting.
Did The Devil's Backbone is about like a ghost, like a boy's ghost that is haunting like this church where a bunch of orphan little Mexican boys are with like I think one.
So it's a haunting.
It's like a haunted. He does a lot of scarier,
Yeah, he does. He does
haunted,
like monsters, and he does a lot of misunderstood monsters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he makes the monsters sympathetic. I think
Trying to remember the other one that he did. Did he do?
because like Pan's Labyrinth. Dude, Pan's Labyrinth.
Mimic was another one.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, he also did Mimic. Guillermo
That's the
del
one
Toro.
with the big roaches that look like people.
Yes, I think
I thought that movie was actually pretty sick.
Yeah,
I actually thought that movie was
that
legit.
one was 97. So he like leading.
Oh, wow. I had no idea he did Mimic.
Yeah, so
I liked that movie.
yeah, so we should do that one too.
We should do that. Mimic is cool, dude.
Leading up to this, he starts like getting his like signature, like you
Yeah,
start seeing.
he develops.
Mimic, I think I really see a lot of his like it looks a lot of like Blade
His
2.
signatures.
Signature Blade 2 doesn't have that much like production to work with to like making these monsters, and he's a monster guy. Like if he fucking makes any monster film, I'll go see him. Frankenstein, I don't know if you saw that. That one was pretty
You
good.
know, yeah, Ari and I actually were talking about it.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. But yeah, he leading up to this, I think this was definitely like where people were like, "Oh wow, Blade 2 was the better of the Blades. This was a really good movie. Who directed this? This was a cool like vampire take and kind of like the story wasn't didn't really make much
Yeah, but
sense.
that's not why you're there.
No.
You
You're
know.
there for the badass, and definitely I think Del Toro delivered on the things that were badass that people enjoyed in the first one, and then he just amped it up in the second one. Was like the directing.
Yeah.
Because he took the vampires, made him more like feral. Blade can't just like straight up like he's like in the first one, and in this other one.
Well,
he's like,
I have some questions.
Yeah.
Because none of that is really consistent either.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how fast did Priest change? Like immediately, right?
No, I don't think he like him.
Geddy Lee. he gets bit by the one, and then like in that same fight, he changes. That's the climax of that scene.
He dies.
Is they cut that part of his head, which is cool.
Yeah.
And you see the eye still moving around.
But okay.
Right.
He dies from getting his blood sucked, and then he transforms. The other guy was still alive and got bit, and then had to go through his system. He had to die, and just like a regular vampire, die through the like virus, and then be reborn as a vampire.
So it's faster when you die.
Yeah, because the whole thing is like the rebirth is like your body shutting down and then restarting as like the vampire. So like that other guy, you're talking about that other guy that was the hammer. He gets bit. He didn't die. The other Geddy,
Right, but the virus is in him.
Yeah, but Geddy Lee, yeah, but he still has to like die from the virus. Just like a lot of different vampire movies, you have to like get infected. Same with like a zombie. You get infected, you die from it.
But it just,
once you
I
die,
even wrote it down, or maybe I wrote it down on my phone. But I remember writing it down like, how fast is this thing supposed to work? Because there's no reason why it should not have happened faster.
For the guy with the hammer?
Yeah. They didn't take advantage of this. They go, all right, we're going to put on these suits that makes us able to handle some of the UV light.
Uh-huh.
I thought, okay, now we're going to have one of those things, but it's going to not, you can't kill it with the sun because it's going to be wearing one of those suits. Mm-hmm. So why did they do that? Why didn't they go, he should have been part of the climax, I think. Come on, man. This is easy to write. Mm-hmm. You go, okay, we're going to have him get bit, and then he hides it. Understandable. He doesn't want to get killed. He doesn't want to cut his fucking head off right there.
So, yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
So
they would have taken away from Ron Perlman.
He's going to survive, and then he's like strapping up in that thing, and then, okay, test the UV light.
Yeah.
And they all kind of go like this, but nothing happens. And they're like, okay, it works. And then he finishes the transformation.
Yeah. And
then he's one of those things.
Yeah.
There you go. Then he's running around. The sun can't even get him. Mm-hmm. Dude, come on. Why in the fuck would they have not done that?
Hey, I can't tell you. But I knew that from the get-go, I was like, oh, he put a bomb on Ron Perlman's head. I was like, that's going to probably be one of like the last things.
Oh, of course.
Because I'm like, Blade, of course, is going to blow that up later at the end of the film.
He's going to have the upper hand.
Yeah. And say some fucking line. But then they do that twist. Oh, no, it was a fake. And then he's like, no, it wasn't.
I've been on to you.
That made no sense.
So what, you let him
beat your ass, you try to blow him up, then he beats your ass more, and then you let the other guy grab it, say shit, and he's like, I was waiting for you to grab it. Boom.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know, dude.
And he presses the button again, and what is it? Like, the first time, it's the trick, and the second time, it's like... That was one of the parts that I was like, okay, I can't overlook that that flaw.
Yeah, the writing in this is really bad.
Action wise, set pieces.
Set pieces are cool. The fight in the tunnels.
I think
the vampire layer looks cool.
Most character design, most monster design, the practical effects where they are used. Mm-hmm. Are really good. There's a lot of good in this movie. I like this movie. It's a lot better than
I like criticizing it too.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I know it's still there's so many bad parts, but I do definitely enjoy.
Don't let this one trick y'all into thinking that we don't like this movie.
Yeah,
no, I was enjoying the hell out of this movie last night.
Yeah.
I was texting him. I was like, dude, I forgot how much I like this movie. And then Donnie Yen fucking comes in, and I'm like, bro, we just talked about him. No, this I almost feel like the Blade, and I don't know if you ever read any of the comics. I never have. But I wonder, and I doubt the original parts of them are that good. I bet you they're super goofy because have you ever seen the character design of Blade when he first started?
No.
The 1970s or whatever Blade.
Oh, I didn't even know that's how
he looks so lame.
Did he look like Jefferson Twilight?
Oh, you told me about this.
Yes.
This is from Venture Brothers, right?
Jefferson Twilight is a Blade Blackula mashup.
It's like a blaxploitation satire.
So it's a 1970s Blackula turned Blade.
Oh, it's great.
And it is fantastic.
Like, man, we started the first one off, Blade 1, with like blood gods.
Yes.
And technology.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. So there's like...
I forgot about that. Because...
Yeah. So we went from blood gods to, it's a virus.
Yeah.
Huh? So this turned it from like there's something supernatural and like ancient gods, something to do with that, to, it's like rabies. Huh? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
So,
I guess it was
more
monster animal splicing, technology based. The first one was like, ooh, technology. And it made, like, the first one was the internet and computer processing of these ancient texts so fast that it's going to blow the mind.
What was it called? Frost?
Frost.
Deacon Frost?
Deacon Frost. But then the second one, they're like, let's go.
No, it's just rabies.
Yeah, let's go. It's to rabies. How many times has that been used for like zombies or vampires though? Like that explanation in a lot.
Oh, it's so common.
In a lot of movies.
Which actually sucks. The explanation sucks. I would like.
I
the
know
idea.
they're trying
Look,
to-
I put this little octopus thing up here.
Yeah.
because it reminded me of like Cthulhu and like H.P. Lovecraftian type monsters. Mm-hmm. So it's weird that they decided to lean in the medical science explanation as opposed to, hey, this is somehow related to stealing somebody's essence through their blood or whatever. Like there's something kind of magical and cool about that.
Yeah.
Making it this virus is kind of fucking lame.
Yeah.
Especially since in the same franchise, one movie ago, it was like they're blood gods
Yeah. Yeah.
to, well, it's a virus. That kind of whatever.
And-
Again,
and
we're
it-
not.
and-
It doesn't matter that much.
And
but here's-
so I think they should have, if they had not done those blood gods in the first one, Del Toro would have used that because he is
yes, that's what I'm saying.
he is very much
He loves that.
a superstitious.
yes.
And I was telling you, he
Yes.
did this interview not too long ago, and he was talking about Frankenstein, and he was like, "How do you make it so creepy, and how do you think so morbidly, and how do you like get these like dark thoughts in your head?" And he says, "It's because I'm Mexican." It's like, and he's like, I grew up super superstitious. He's like, I was told about stories of monsters when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
That's part of our
Oh, it's part of the culture,
He's
yeah.
like, that's part of our culture to be taught about monsters and ghosts and the kukui and chupacabra and like everything that.
Oh, they
is-
call a guy Chupa in this,
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
do. Yeah, they do.
which means to suck.
Yeah.
They're vampires. Mm-hmm. It's great.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, this movie's great. Love Guillermo Del Toro. I think if he had the blood gods, he would definitely go that route.
They
I
should've-
think
he should've-
because they already did it in the first one, he had to go something more biological, more monster, more something else that isn't like that exact thing. Because
Yeah, people would have felt like it was just the same thing over and over again.
yes, they would have.
But no, he would have killed
that.
He would have killed the
that
ancient
that
gods
concept.
thing. Yeah.
Oh, he would have had better set pieces. He would have definitely brought up the scale.
Yeah.
On
So I don't, and what I was trying to bring up before about, I don't know, like the lore in the Blade movies is just, it's fun. It's interesting. And there's a lot you can probably do with it. Right.
yeah,
So I've never read any of the Blade comics. I do know a little bit about Mike Mignola and the Hellboy stuff. So there is like a lot of fun stuff to do there. But I'm wondering if the actual Marvel Blade is like fun vampire lore or not. Mm-hmm. I'm just curious. So I might have to like go look at some Blade comics just to see
yeah.
how much of
Was
this
Blade
stuff 'cause
originally Marvel, or was he?
I think so, dude.
Was he originally Marvel?
I
or was
think
he
so.
He was like brought in.
That's a good question. I think so, but I don't know. But it's I mean, Marvel's just such a big company, right?
Yeah.
And this is before it is what it is now.
Yeah,
But yeah, they're I don't know. I bet you the lore is kind of vampire lore, and anything is fun. You can make almost all vampire lore kind of fun. Secret societies and conspiracies and hidden clubs and
yeah.
we should probably bring up this just for a second.
Oh yes,
I don't think we had an opportunity.
Whole nother TV series, book series from Guillermo. He was producer of the show.
I don't know anything about the show.
Yes, it was.
I only
on,
read the first one of this trilogy.
I think it was on FX.
I have that one over there. I think that's the second book, The Fall, and then I have this one over here, The Night Eternal. And I only read the first one, and I read it years ago. And apparently, this book came out after Blade 2, but the concept of it was kind of like in his head before Blade 2. So the monsters or the vampires in the strain are basically Blade 2 vampires.
Yeah.
It's
So-
they're kind of the same thing.
So made by both people. They wrote and produced the show for 4
Okay.
for 4 seasons.
Wait, Chuck Hogan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chuck Hogan and Guillermo Del Toro, based on their novel trilogy. So there's 3 of these, and they did 4 seasons. Yeah, they did 4 seasons on it.
Did you watch this?
I had seen some of it, and I had seen several clips. It was something that interests me a lot, but I didn't have FX for that. For it says that it's a spreading plague.
Yeah, they do the virus thing again.
Just
I read this.
Yeah, yeah, just like that. Did you read all 3 or no?
No,
just the first one.
I only read the first one, and then I collected the second 2 because I did want to see, and I'm interested. I'm pretty much interested in anything. Guillermo Del Toro does, good or bad. I go back and forth with this movie sometimes. Like, I didn't love Shape of Water. It was a bit hokey to me. Pacific Rim I didn't like, but his projects I'm always interested in. I'm always like, I'm gonna support the dude that wants to take monsters a little bit further, make monsters scary again. Yeah, let's do some practical effects. He was supposed to do one of the Lovecraft stories, and they could never get it off the ground. It was supposed to be At the Mountains of Madness.
Yes. Man, Lovecraft is so hard because, like,
the concept is...
Well, to describe and to visually put that is more like a mental thing. And...
Thinking of...
Like, these
horrors, things can make you crazy, yeah.
Yes. And I feel like he wants to put it to image. Like, he wants to show it. Like,
well, it might not be him. It might be the studio. Yeah. Like, we got to show it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. A lot of his early films, love them, from like Mimic, Chronos, Devil's Backbone. Those are some really great ones. Pan's Labyrinth, Hellboy, this one too. I think when it got up to Crimson Peak.
Oh, wasn't there like weird incest stuff in that?
Yeah.
I think people were like, what the fuck?
That one wasn't bad though. I enjoyed that one. It was still Ghost Story, had great like visual pieces to it, was very artsy. But he got on this kick of love stories. And I know Shape of Water was like critically acclaimed. I know it won awards, and
I didn't care for it very much.
He's versatile. He's for other people. He was giving other people something that they really enjoyed. And I can acknowledge that. Like, yes, I don't go for Guillermo's movies to see the love story. Though he has like some emotional pieces and almost all of his films, there's an emotional connection, whether it be, just a father-daughter relationship or whatever.
Didn't he do some animated stuff too?
I think he might have.
I feel like he worked on like a stop-motion movie or something.
He might have.
He's a creative.
He's done Cabinet of Curiosities.
Person.
Oh, he's branching off. He's a guy that's.
He's writing books.
He's got so many ideas. He doesn't have enough time for honestly.
No, he's a visionary. I love Guillermo Del Toro. Yeah. So and like I said, even if I don't love his projects, I'm just gonna keep supporting him.
To me, he's like a like Mexican Stephen King, or visually like a Kubrick. Honestly, like some of his visual things like are so stunning. But his writing and like monster design and some of the stuff is very like. Not Stephen King, because Stephen King's just weird.
I think Del Toro is a good collaborator.
Yeah.
I think he likes to let certain people that he works with like really shine. Mm-hmm. Like, dude, Ron Perlman as Hellboy is fucking awesome.
He's the definitive Hellboy, kind of like Hugh Jackman's the definitive Wolverine. I don't really see any other person like.
They did another Hellboy. And people
I saw saw both Hellboys. There was another Hellboy with the guy from Stranger Things.
And that's who it was.
And then there was a Hellboy called The Crooked Man. Oh my god, this is like a straight to DVD quality like film.
Was it live action?
Yes, it was so fucking bad. And Hellboy is like this skinny dude. This is like no name actor. I don't know.
What's just crazy? Did you read any of the comics of Hellboy?
Oh yeah,
dude, Hellboy is the shit.
I love that shit.
That's like one of the best. Great. I'd be down to talk about
Spawn
Hellboy.
And Hellboy.
That was your shit growing up.
So, when the Spawn HBO series was like,
oh my god,
available on VHS, and DVD, and I remember watching that in like the early 2000s, and it had come out in the 90s in HBO, the animated series that spawned. I got into reading those comics that my cousin had. He had a whole huge plastic like container bin of like comics.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And from like the badass Wolverine, like he had like Infinity Wars, and he had these Hellboy and Spawn, and these like really graphic Venom, and like at that time, a lot of the comic books were getting gritty.
In the 90s, for sure.
In the 90s,
they were trying to. There was like a weird gross out phase.
There was Batman's that,
gore,
that like Gordon.
Is that the one where he
Gordon's
broke his
daughter?
back?
Gordon's daughter. Yeah, I think that was in the late 80s where he gets beat up by Bane.
I think that was 90s, but maybe it was.
Maybe 90s. It was. Oh yes, it was the 90s because Bane didn't come out until the 90s. Yeah, I think Bane was.
And then you're right. Joker kills or tries to kill.
Joker paralyzes Batgirl, and she becomes
Barbara Gordon.
Yeah, Barbara Gordon.
It's called The Killing Joke. That story was written by my favorite comic book writer. He's the guy that did Watchmen.
Oh yes,
Alan Moore. Mm-hmm. So Alan Moore did my favorite character of all time, I think. And that's a bold statement. At least in comic books. Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing is my absolute favorite, but only when Alan Moore writes him.
Really?
And I would love to see Del Toro do Swamp Thing.
Oh, that would be...
Have you ever read the Alan Moore Swamp Thing?
I have not.
Dude, beautiful. It'll make you cry, dude. It's so good, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like... it's a monster story, so obviously Del Toro would be good at that. But it's like he thinks he's got the memories of a man, but he's like this shambling like plant monstrosity, and then he comes to learn that he's not that. That he's like an avatar of plant life that thinks he has the memories of a man. So he's like struggling with.
Why? Because
because
a man
that he never
because
really
a man
experienced.
died.
Because a man died there.
Oh.
Yeah. And it goes weird, dude. It gets weird. There's a part where Lex Luthor, dude, it's one of my, dude, it's so good. Lex Luthor shoots a ray at him and sends his consciousness into space, like out of the world. And then it latches onto like some piece of technology that's floating out there. So he kind of
takes over,
becomes this metal tech swamp thing, because he's not really a person.
Yeah.
He's like just a conscious being.
Yeah.
It's weird, man.
Damn.
It gets real strange.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if Blade started off at a certain point, like the transition of these comics during the like 90s, like early 90s all the way to like early 2000s, there was a whole run of a lot of shocking comics that were coming out, or like dark, shocking comics were coming out from Marvel to DC. They just wanted to like have something that was not the goody two shoe. Nobody dies, and when they die, they're gonna come back on a magical, wish or some
bullshit.
Some bullshit like that. A lot of people, even to this day, some of those comic book characters were killed in the 90s. Never recovered. Like they're in story now canon. They're just constantly paralyzed or dead or something like that.
Is Barbara Gordon still paralyzed?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I think they reset.
They
always reset.
They did a reset. The New 52. Now they did like New 52, and then they're about to.
God, that was like 15 years ago at this point. They killed Superman in the 90s, right?
Death of Superman with Doomsday.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so definitely, like a lot of these comics took a darker approach, and even if Blade was around earlier, I think like because of these darker approaches to the comics, the movies that were coming out needed to reflect that. As far as like some of the comics, so like Blade, I don't know if he was as dark his entire beginning.
Wesley Snipes is pretty dark,
but the films that were coming out, they're like, yeah, we need to show like a we need to show a more a darker side. Spawn and stuff like that. Like
Spawn was a black guy.
Yeah. Oh no, he was less dark when he got burnt.
Yeah, he got burned.
He got really light.
He went from Terrence Howard to Don Cheadle. like an Iron Man. I'm good with the dark, pushing things to the edge, kind of being in the past. You know what's funny? Brandon, this may not even go on here. I was talking to my sister today, and we're talking about the stuff.
Oh god.
Right?
Yeah.
And I told her, I was like, "You actually saw this.
Yeah.
You actually saw this. When you got here, I had my Lord of the Rings copy on the kitchen table, and I was like, you were like, oh, you reading that? I'm like, yeah. And I thought about it, and I was like, I don't know what possessed me to read it because it's something I read as a kid, whatever. I'm not super into the Lord of the Rings. I like it, but I'm not like super into it because there's people that are really, really into it.
Okay.
And I realized what it was when I was talking to my sister because she was just getting depressed about what's going on in the world right now, right? And I was like, you know what I needed? I think I just needed a story where good wins.
Prevails.
It's just a good old-fashioned good versus evil, and good's gonna win. Because this shit sucks.
Yeah.
I'm good with the gritty staying in the past. For right now, you know what I want? I want Blade to come in and kill all these motherfuckers, bro.
Do you think it is now a time to stop making these bleak movies where
Yes. Let's reflect what we really need. We need we need Superman, dude.
No, yeah.
We need legit fucking Superman.
When you bleakly put these like movies and like these books and ideas and all these like that everything is ending and over.
Nihilism and
yeah. I enjoy things that honestly, I want a good movie where the good guy comes out on top.
Yeah, where he's not this conflicted
where he's
anti-hero.
Where honestly, I want to see a person that's better than me. I want to be I don't want to see the person that I want to look up to. Like, you don't want to see somebody that you have they have faults enough that you could nitpick them and they're like, why, honestly, people want to see somebody come on top, overcome adversity, and
never lose their honor, never lose their honesty,
lose their honor, and when they come out on top, it's a not ambiguous ending. It's a true happy ending.
We got him.
Yes, the bad guy is dealt with.
And I think that's what I needed, Brandon. I think that's what I needed, and I think the world needs it. I think I can take a break from, and I live in the dark shit. I love dark stories.
You live in the dark web.
You live in the dark web. Yeah, I love a bleak story. I love a sad story.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think culturally, where we are right now, I think we just need a good versus evil story, and good fucking wins, dude.
Yeah.
We need the good guys to win. And the way things are going, with American politics and stuff, I'm just like, this whole idea of flushing the swamp and then just nothing happens.
Do you feel
it's like
you're not the biggest Star Wars fan, right?
No, I like Star Wars, but I just like it. That does kind of follow that classic hero's journey shit. Yeah,
hero's journey.
Yeah, where there's a redemption for Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker wins, and they come to terms with the situation. They stop the Empire. Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely. Yeah, I want to feel that way. Getting out of a movie or reading a book right now.
Bro, I even watched the new Jurassic Park not too long ago, and it ended with depression. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, the dinosaur doesn't get killed. It eats like half of the crew. Most of the dinosaurs eat half of the crew, and then they just like escape, and they didn't even like get anything that they wanted from there. And the whole movie was that they risked it for money, but that wasn't what was important, because they got eaten because of the money, and now they just have their lives, but they still have all their debt. Like, what the fuck was this movie? I'm like, what was that movie? I was like, so these people's lives are still awful and terribly ruined when they get back home, but also when they get back home, all their friends are dead. I'm like, what the is this just the standard of movies now of just
and watching this movie?
It's like,
watching this movie,
sad ending, You didn't enjoy that? Like,
was good.
No,
was
I
good
didn't.
for there's definitely some like, I want to see the sun for the first time because she was born a vampire, right?
Oh
She's
yeah,
never
yeah,
seen the sun.
yeah.
So some of that stuff was sad, but that ending of him finding the guy that he let go at the beginning. You thought I forgot about you, motherfucker?
Oh my god, that part
Cut to credits.
That is so funny.
We go, you know what? He's still out there fighting the bad guys.
Yeah.
So hell yeah, man. This is what I needed right now. I needed to see Blade come in with some fucking attitude, some fucking skills. And
I'm sorry, Marvel does not do that for me. Marvel
No.
Those films don't.
They're just trying to be something else.
They don't give me a happy ending because it's not like they're fighting a real evil or anything you even feel about. It's so
It's so corporate.
It's so corporate and like distant from.
It's Disney.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this is reportedly what happened. It's not. I couldn't get confirmation, but if this is true, this is really funny. Michael Jackson was supposed to cameo as a vampire pimp, but he dropped out, and the scene that was supposed to show this interaction happen was cut for pacing reasons. So instead of getting someone else to be the Michael Jackson vampire pimp, they just were like, the scene doesn't really need to be in there. But how awesome would it have been to be watching Blade 2 and Michael Jackson is a vampire pimp? What the fuck, bro?
Oh god.
How funny would that have been? Because he's like so strange looking.
Fuck. He is a monster. He is
and he was in with the secret society shit too. How great would that have been? Imagine the whitest black person you've ever seen.
He's Blade's biggest fear.
And then Blade, the Wesley Snipes is the darkest black person you've ever seen. Do you remember we were talking about?
No, he's the most vampire black person.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. So Blade is like, oh my god, he's a vampire lord. He's
definitely a vampire lord.
He is Dracula.
That's how he does the moonwalk. He just floats. He just floats over the top. No, it reminds me of that fucking dude. Every time I think of Wesley Snipes, I think of Don't Be a Menace and fucking Bernie Mac. I hate that black ass Wesley Snipes. I'm like, bro, let's close this motherfucker out, guys.
Oh my god,
I'm done with this.
I
want to finish Lord of the Rings.
I just think of Demolition Man.
God, the Taco Bell. We should eat Taco Bell and talk about Demolition Man.
God, we need to do it.
All right, I think we hit the. This is very much like our Blade 1 video, where we're just kind of just talking shit.
Yeah, we're just talking
having
shit.
some fun, having a drink, having some fun.
Yeah, there ain't much to talk about.
It's Blade 2, man. It's vampires fighting each other. What? Who cares? Let's get out of here. Thanks so much, guys. Stay tuned for some episodes that we have coming up. Talk to Arian about doing Total Recall. Sweet. Reading the Philip K. Dick story and then doing the movie with Arnie. Okay. Because we got to keep up the Arnie thing going. We're supposed to be doing Shyamalan.
Let's do a happy ending.
Shyamalan-a-thon with The Happening at some point.
That's not happy ending.
No, but I think you're right. I think we should do something with a happy ending.
Yeah.
And then Flowers for Algernon. I'm like, oh god, do I want to just cry? So stay tuned. We're gonna true crime. We got some true crime stuff we're supposed to talk about. We're gonna bring AP back.
Are any true crime happy ending?
For Casey Anthony, it was.
We'll get back to you.
We'll be back, guys. Like and subscribe.
Did Rosa Parks watch Blade?
That's a good question. Rosa Parks would not have liked this movie, but she would have bought a ticket to support